Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is well. Now, today we are going to discuss the topic that is application based question. This chapter is now finished. Chapter number chapter number 10 is almost finished. Now, in page number 192 and 193, there are some exercise given here. You do this exercise, and after that, you send me through WhatsApp. Okay, I will check it. Now today we will discuss the application based question. Okay, so first application based question is, I can see in the book there is a table. There is a table given here. So first I draw this table. Today we will discuss application based question. Application based question. Okay. Now see, the first question is, consider a given table. Now there is a table given here. You first analyze draw the table. This is a table. 4 fields. There are 4 fields. First field name is EMP number. EMP number. Second field is EMP name. EMP name. Very important. Salary. Next is salary. Next, the last field name is department number. Department number. Okay. After that, there are 5 rows. There are 5 rows. 3, 4, 5. Okay. These are the 5 rows. Okay. Now in the employee ID, first one is E101. E101. E102, E103, E104, and the last one is E105. Employee name Sunita, Sunita, Mahesh, Mahesh, Nitin, Nitin, Mayank, Mayank. Then the last one is Manav. Okay, these are the employee name. And his salary is, first Sunit's salary is 10,000. Mahesh's salary is 12,000. Nitin's salary also 12,000. Mayank's salary is 20,000. And Manav's salary is 15,300. And this is the department number. Department number is, first one is 10, 20, 30, again 20, and 10. Means what? Sunita and Manav. Sunita and Manav are the same department. You can see here, department number is same. And Mahesh and Mayank both are same department. Only Nitin are different department. So that's why his department number is 30. Okay. Now see the first question. The first question is, how many records and fields are present in the above table? It is very easy question. How many fields? How many fields? How many fields? How many fields? Field means what? These are the fields. Okay? So how many fields? How many fields And how many records are present in the above table? How many fields? There are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fields. So answer is 4 fields or column. And same thing, how many? How many records? How many records? How many fields and how many records? Same things. There are records. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 records. Okay. The answer is 6 records are present. Okay. This is also a record. This is row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5 and row 6. Column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. Okay, understand? This is the answer. The first answer, how many fields? There are 4 fields. And how many records? There are 6 records present in this table. Now, second question is, which fields would you suggest as the primary key? Which fields? Anything? Which field is that you suggest? Second question is, which field would you suggest as the primary key? And give reasons. Employee number should be a primary key because the employee number is, you can see, all are unique. The department number is not unique. You can see here 10, 20, 30, again 20, again 10. Means what? Department number is not unique. Okay? That's why EMP number it should be a primary key. The second question is, which fields? I am giving the answer just. The answer will be EMP number as a primary key. Because why? Because EMP number, all the data or information are unique. So that's why this field should be a primary key. So that's why we can easily identify each record, each row. Okay. But in department number, you can see the department number is not unique. 10, 10, 20, 20, 30. You can see, you understand these things, I think. So that's why EMP number, it should be a primary key because EMP numbers, all data and information are unique. Now, number 3, that is, name the candidate keys and alternate key. Name the candidate key and alternate key. Name the candidate key and alternate key. What is first? You have to know what is candidate key. Candidate key. What is candidate key? You can see a field or a group of fields that can be used as a primary key of the table is called a candidate key. Means some fields are unique or some fields are you can take as a primary key. So these fields are called candidate key. You can see here again I am telling it, a field or a group of fields that can be used as a primary key of the table is called the candidate key. Means some fields we can take as a primary key in this in the table. So these fields are called candidate key. Now you can see here in this table which fields are, you can say, candidate key or which fields we can take as a primary key. I think it is a number 3 question. Number 3 question is, I think EMP number and department number. Both are we can take as a primary key. So that's why EMP number and department number is a primary key in this table. Okay, because we can take this number, but the appropriate key is what? The appropriate for this table is EMP number. So that's why I am taking EMP number as a primary key. But EMP number and department number both are what? Candidate key. It can be taken as a primary key, but in this table EMP number is appropriate because here you can see that all the records are unique. So that's why I am taking this EMP number as a primary key, but department number is not a primary key, it is a candidate key. So EMP number and department number both are candidate key. Now next question is what? Alternate key. Alternate key. Which one is alternate key? Alternate key. So, what is the meaning of alternate key? Alternate key means what? A candidate key of a table which is not made its primary key is called the alternate key. Means what? A candidate key or a candidate key which is not made its primary key is called the candidate key. Here you can see EMP number and department number both are candidate key, but EMP number I take as a primary key and department number is not a primary key. So that's why department number is what? It is an alternate key. So alternate key is what? Department number. I again say in the book you can see a candidate key of a table, a candidate key of a table which is not made its primary key. Those are not as a primary key. It is called an alternate key. Here EMP number and department number both are candidate key. But in this table EMP number is appropriate for this table. So that's why EMP number take as a primary key. But department number is not a primary key. So that's why department number is an alternate number. Alternate key. Okay? That is the answer. I think you understand these things. The first application based question. If you have any doubts, you just do comment. Okay? No problem. I think you understand. Next, number 2. Number 2, you can see again there is a what? There is a table given here. Again, I have to draw this table. Okay, this is a table. First, the field name. Field name. Next one is data type. And last one is expected data. Expected data. Okay. Now see, first one is member ID. Member ID. First one is, and its expected data is 1, 2, 3, etc. Number 2 is member name. Next is member name. Member name. Okay, and the expected is Ankita, Subhas and Meenakshi. Ankita, Subhas and Meenakshi. Okay. Next one is date of birth. Date of birth. Date of birth. And the expected is 11/23/92. 11/23/92. 10/8/93 and 8/8/95. 8895. Okay. Next is gender. Gender FMF. FMF. Okay. Now permanent. Next one is permanent. Permanent. True, false, true. Expected value is true, false, and again true. Okay. Next one is last one is member fees. Member fees. Member fees and expected is 10,000, 12,000, 20,000. 10,000, 12,000 and 20,000. Okay, this is the table given here. Now the question is suggest a suitable data types for the following table in the member table. The expected data in the field is also shown. So I need to give the following field member data types. Means I need to give the data types. Which data type is suitable for this field? Okay. The first question: which field would you suggest as a primary key? Which field would you suggest as a primary key field? The first question: which field would you suggest as a primary key field? I think you know. I think you understand these things. I think you know. Which field? The member ID. Member ID should be a primary key because it is a unique. Member ID means all the members in the table is unique. Member name may be same, member date of birth may be same, gender may be same, permanent address may be same, or member fees may be sometimes same. But member ID always different. So that's why member ID is a primary key field. So that's why the field which is used as a primary key, the answer is member ID. So member ID, this is the answer. This is the answer. Member ID. Next question. Which view is used to enter data in the member table? I think this question is actually, I think already I have given this answer in my previous videos. Which table is used, which view is used to enter table, which view is used to create table data types, table names. I think you understand. But again the question is coming that which view is used to enter data? Which view is number 2? Which view is used to enter data in the table member? This is a member table. Okay, so which view is used to enter table data? There are two views. One is design view and one is dataset view. Design view is used to create field name, field data types, description, etc. But dataset view is used to enter information, enter data. Okay, understand? So that's why the answer is dataset view. Dataset view. So dataset view is used to enter data in the table member. Okay, understand? Clear? Okay. So second question. So second application based question is also completed. Now Next one is third. I'm going to the third application based questions. Okay. You can see, before going to the third, you have to first you fill up the data type here. First, see, member ID is what? It is a what data type? It is a number. It should be a number. Member name, it should be a text. Date of birth, what? Date and time. Date oblique time. Gender, again it is a text. Okay. Next, permanent means what? True or false means yes or no. Yes or no means what? True or false. Next one is numbers. Members fees, that is again number. Okay, understand? This is the data type which is used in this member table. This is the data type which is used in the table member. Okay, understand? I think you understand all these things. Now see, next application based question is number 3. Hold the page number 194. Now, application based number question number 3. Okay, you can see there is again a table given here. Consider the table given below and answer. Okay, answer the questions following it. Now, the table is you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 field. 6 field here. So I have to draw this field. 6 field. ID first, then name, then again English, analytical skills, general knowledge, and also last one is total. Okay. First one is ID, student name, English, analytical skill, GK, and total. Now you can see in the ID or in the row you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 means 8 records. First ID is 6, 7, 2, 1, 4, 3, 5, 8. Okay, and student name is first one is Sikha, Sonia, Soro, Joy, my best friend name Joy, Siddharth, Manya, Tanya, Prasanth. Last one is Prasanth. Okay. English. He got first one is 80, 78, 56, 67, 71. It will take time. Okay. 68, 65. And last one is 45. Analytical skill 83, 76, 87, 87, 78, 73, 65, 76, 65, 81, 64, 81, 64. GK 93, 87, 93, 87, 95, 90, 95, 90. Okay, 76, 26, 86, 58, sorry, 87, 58, and last one is 89. Total again 256, 241, 238, 235, 220, 220, 204 and 198. 198. Okay, so this is the table given in the book. Okay, big table. Now the question is very simple. Which field of the table is sorted? You can see in the book. It is not visible properly. You please see in the book, page number 194. You can see which field of the table is sorted. Now you can see ID. It is not sorted. Student name, it is also not sorted. English 80, 76, 56 not sorted. Analytic skill 83 not sorted. 97, 93 not sorted. 256, 241, 238, 235, 20, 20. Okay. The last field, I think total is in a sorted way. You can see in the book total is in a sort format. Means it is a what? It is a descending order. Descending order. It is sorted. Means the largest to smallest. Descending order. In descending order. Now see 256. 241, 238, 235, 220, 220, 204 and 198. So that's why the first question answer is the field name total. The question is which field of the table is sorted. The answer is what? The answer is the total field. Total field. Now, second question. What is the sort order, ascending or descending? What is the sort order? It is ascending or descending order. Okay, I am already with the answer. Okay, no need to write here. Next question is very easy. Already given the answer here. What happened? The last question is what is the sort? What is the sort order? It may be ascending or descending. The answer is what? Descending order, because highest value is first coming, then lowest value is in the below. But in the top you can see the highest value is 256. It is coming in descending order, 256, and the lowest value is 198. It is in the bottom. In the top what? Is the highest value in the top, and in the bottom is the lowest value 198. So that's why it is a descending order. So the answer will be descending order. Okay, the answer will be descending order. It is a very easy question. I think you understand these things. Very easy questions. Okay, complete these things. Okay, go to the next question. Question number 4. Next question. Question number 4. Question number 4. 4 given here. Find the odd field. Odd field means what? Which is not suitable in the table, in the field. It is not suitable for the field or for the table. So find the odd number. That is the one that does not belongs. Okay. The first table is club member. Club member. The first table is club member. Okay. club member. Here the field is, first field is, member ID. Member ID is the first field. Okay. Second field is name, means member name. The third is salary, telephone number, email, and the last one is fees. So you can see this is a club member table. Club member table is a table called club member, and this is the field. These are what? These are fields. Okay. Now you identify which is the odd field in this table, or which does not belongs to this table. Employee. So remember ID. It is a primary key. Need is a member ID. Name means what? Member name. Salary. So club member, what salary information we need? This is not a company. It is just a club member. It is just a club. So that's where no need to take the salary. Salary for what purpose? Salary for employee. There is no employee. They all are members. Okay. Telephone number, yes. Telephone number, I need telephone number, I remember telephone number. Email ID, yes, I need employee email ID. I also fees. Fees means what? When they want the service in the club, they need to pay something. Okay? So means fees means what? They need to pay something for the services of this club. So that's why it is also needed. So that's why salary is a odd. This salary is not to belongs to this field. So the answer is salary field. Salary field is not suitable for this table. That's why salary is a odd one. Okay, odd field. Salary is a odd field. Next, number B column. Okay, number B column. You understand these things? Why salary is not why salary is not included? Because there is no employee, just only giving the information or giving the services. So member ID, name, telephone number we need, email ID also need. Fees means what? After giving the service we need to give some fees. So that's why all this information we require, but salary is not required. Salary is not appropriate for this field. Okay, understand? Okay, thank you. Now, number B, again there is a table called library. Library table. In the library table, you can see the first field is book ID. Second is book title. Third is date issued. Second one is date returned. Book number. And last one is pen number. Now see, in the library there is a there are thousands of books in the library. So that's why we need to give a book ID. So every book there is a ID. So that's why book ID is required. Okay. Book title means the title of the book. Okay. It is also important. Date issue. When we go to the library, we need some book or we need any book, then we have to issue the book from the librarian. So that's why date issued also important. Return date means when we return the book, it is also important. Which date we return this book? Okay, this is also important. Book number. Okay, book number is also important. Which book? Okay, book number is also important. Say book number 4 I need. So book number also very important. But here you can see pen number. Pen number is not important. Pen number is for what purpose? For our own purpose, for our personal purpose, we need pen number. We don't require to take the book to show our pen number. Okay? We have a library card. In every college, in every university, there is a library card given by the university, and by the college or any schools. Okay? So this library card only need for taking the books, not to pen number. Okay? Pen number is not required to take the book from the library. Only give the library card. So that's why pen number is a odd field. So pen number is not required in this table. So that's why the answer is pen number. Pen number is the odd field. It is not belongs to this field. So this is the question number 4. And question number 5, I will give. This is a homework. You will do thing 5 also very easy. So question number 5 is your homework. Okay? Okay? So I think you understand these things. So today we finish this chapter. Next video will be coming on Wednesday. On Wednesday I will start the new lesson number 11, query and reports. It's a very interesting chapter. Okay? So thank you everybody. Thank you. Again I say, in the doubt training session only few students is present. So please, I request you, please come in the doubt training session. It is so important. Please take it seriously. Everybody. Only 10. Maximum, I think 10 students is always present. Maximum 10 students or 12. 10 or 12. But other, what happened? They are not present. Why? Please come in the doubt training session. Okay? Thank you everybody. And you please do these things. Question number 5 is your homework. Okay? So thank you everybody. Again I say, stay at home and be safe. Okay? Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you. Thank you everybody.